catch my desk on fire. I'd explain that one to the fire department. Sorry. I was burning Palo Santo, and some of it fell on my desk, but my house is now blessed. Right? Good morning. Good morning. Let's pass around some wonderful vibrations this morning. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh gosh, now I've got to try and not die from all the smoke in here. Thank goodness Sam's not here. We are purified, right? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. You're very welcome, Kelly. You're very welcome. Sometimes that's what we need, right? That's sometimes what we need. We need just someone to bounce things off of. And in your case, last night, you had a bunch of someones to bounce things off of. So good morning or whatever day it is. I know, Isis. I feel so bad for you. When I saw you last night, you were like, I get it. I get it. I'm going to share out really quickly. Did you guys see the video that I was kind of putting out and around about what? Last night, I was sitting on my chair, and I was sitting in my chair, and what the heck is going on? I don't even understand what's going on here. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'll share to my page. I don't share to my page very much, so let's do that. I'm sitting in my chair, and I hear the biggest owl, and I've not heard an owl here yet. Matter of fact, I very rarely hear owls. Anyways, so we had this huge change in our shift. We had a shift in our family yesterday. And I'm not handling it really well. I'm working on handling it very well. But it involves us moving again. And I'm not gonna lie, I woke up this morning and I'm struggling with it, right? But I was sitting in my chair last night, and I was just kind of sitting there going through the internet. I was just going through the internet because I didn't have, just whatever. And I had this great big huge owl, right? And this owl is out there going, don't worry, you do this. It's what you guys do. You guys are good at this. Travel, have fun. Do I love where we're going? I love where we're going. I don't want to move. It's such a process. It's such a process for that. Oh, I know. He was so loud. I was like, maybe he's not going to sound, you're not going to hear it on the phone. He was so loud. And I thought, oh crap. He did that for about an hour. And I was sitting there going, okay, I needed this. I needed to hear that the owl knows everything that's going on, and it's all good, right? What an animal totem to come forward when you're in a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, is this the right thing to do? And that owl comes forward and says, you got it. You got it. So how awesome was that? It was a great gift last night to hear the owl animal totem. And he had to be huge. He had to be absolutely huge because he was, I actually thought about going and sitting, because right there's my patio where the fire pit is. And I was thinking about going and sitting on the patio, but I was afraid he was going to poop on me. So, or worse, I don't need any owl pellets falling on me. I just don't. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Oh, wow, Lisa. Okay. So, it was just one of those evenings that I really needed a message, and there it was. So, very blessed to every day in every way to be guided, right? We are all guided in one way, one form, one shape or another. And the thing is understanding just the level of connection we have with our guides. And if we just turn it over and say, hey, what do I need? How do I move forward? Let that owl pellet rain. No, that's what I was like, owl poop is magic, don't you know? No. I mean, there's a line you cannot cross. You cannot. Oh, your rat is in labor. Congratulations. All wonderful, wonderful energy going that direction. I love a Rottweiler. They're wonderful, wonderful animals. I know that they went through I'm sharing you guys. They went through I think it went German Shepherds, Doberman Pinschers, Rottweilers. Now it's on Pit Bulls, right? Is that how this goes? Is that how this goes? So uh, I'm looking to share to one more place. And let's do that. Okay. Okay. So I received I know they're such sweethearts. Rottweilers are such sweethearts. Good morning, everybody. So I received a wonderful gift in the mail. It was so sweet. I bought a deck of these for my husband or for myself about 8 months ago, a year ago. And I pulled the first, yay, April's husband got a promotion. Awesome. Congratulations. So I bought a deck of these for myself about 8 months ago. And the first card I pulled said, these belong to your husband. And I went, are you kidding me? I've been waiting forever to get a deck of those. And so I took the deck and I was sitting next to his desk and I went, fine, these are for you. And I gave Sam my deck of cards. So Nancy Bulliard is so sweet. She sent me a deck of these cards from my very own the other day, and I haven't used them yet. So let's use them this morning. How about that? Sam's deck's sitting over there. I need to actually maybe get a gold marker and gild around the edges of these so I know that this is my specific deck. It's very rude to use somebody else's oracle deck, right? Unless you have permission or even touch them. So I kind of let Sam's energy stay on those over there. Those are his. And so this is now my official deck of Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards. So who on here has Lemurian seed? Who's a Lemurian past lifer? Woo! Stop! Don't fall. They're very difficult to shuffle. Okay, let us shuffle. Everybody shuffling. Lemurian here. Lemuria in the house. You know, there's a lot of Lemurian seeds here right now. You can call them Lemurian star seeds because Lemurians were actually star seeds that were placed on the planet to help increase the awareness of humanity at the time, right? My guides tell me that there are 6 levels of humanity, human experimentation underneath what we know is our history right now. So there's so much more going on, and that's just one level underneath us, right? That's one level right underneath us. So if you consider, because that's just right on the cusp of that Göbekli Tepe, which we now have, you know, there's evidence of Göbekli Tepe, right? So Lemurian predated that just a little tiny little bit, and there was that overlap to that Paleolithic to the Neolithic period, Neolithic to Paleolithic as you're going back. So you have to consider that when Lemuria was in existence, we had things like on the planet that were really, really amazing, like things that we only find in fossil form, right? So it's just really, really an amazing time to think about having walked on this planet. April Lynn, you don't remember which one you are. April, I would put you both on Lemuria and I would put you on Atlantis. Totally different land masses, totally different land masses, but one predates the other by about 10,000 years. And Atlantis is actually an offshooting of Lemuria. There's a lot of Atlantis is very warlike. Telos and Mount Shasta is where they are now, watching over us carefully. Absolutely. Maybe we'll do let me write that down. I'd like to do a guided meditation on the membership to Telos. I think we should do that. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll do that for, let me write this down. I think that would be interesting. I've been there a couple times just by accident. Absolutely, totally by accident. Good morning, Mr. Fry. To go there, I didn't know what it was. I had no name for it. I just knew that I was in this really cool mountain and that there was all sorts of really awesome stuff there. So I didn't know at the time, but I could actually very easily step people into it. It feels like almost like an interdimensional kind of thing. I probably lived all of them except Telos. So we were talking last night, and it was so funny the way things happen, right? So we were talking last night on class. Last night's class was on pendulums, right? Yes, pendulums. Was yesterday Monday? Yes, pendulums. Okay, last night's class. No, I'm sorry, that was Monday's class. Last night's class was the last late bloomers class. I got confused because alumni were in there as well. So we were talking last night, and we know what we're going to do in May for May classes. Good morning, everybody. We are going to do Magical Art May. I already have April's classes already set down. We're going to do dowsing. Sam's crystal class is on the 12th. We have Tanya Lee's going to come on and talk about her class that's coming on, the exploration of tarot. That's a separate class from our membership. And then we're going to do on the 26th an intuitive end of business, which is going to talk about what you need to do if you're going to start doing something like this to get yourself out there and to feel as if you're moving forward. Good morning, Diana. We're both waiting on babies still, aren't we? But in May, I was talking to Isis's husband, Aaron, and we were talking, his guides all of a sudden were talking about him doing watercolor, which is kind of out of his box because he's kind of a straight line kind of guy, you know? But his guides were trying to encourage him to stretch out with color and do something a little bit more flowing. And so May 3rd, we're going to do spirit canvas art. I will have a list of materials for you guys to have on hand to do this. It's super simple. It's not that expensive to get the stuff for, and you only need like 1 or 2 brushes. So we're gonna on May 3rd, we're gonna do art. We're gonna do canvas art where you can see your spirit guides in canvas. And then since Sam is the second Monday of the month with his crystal classes, that makes May 17th. That makes May 17th. Mirror art. We're going to do mirror art. We're going to do a different type of art to see your guides and be able to do readings within an art medium. So that's within the membership. That's going to be in May. Super excited about that. You know, in May, we also have a lunar eclipse, and a great time. That's a great time and to be thinking about what you want to set intentions for that. Oh my gosh, I love doing spirit art. You guys don't see it on my walls here. I only have one piece of my spirit art here, and the rest is in Ohio, and I'll be bringing it to Oklahoma. She's at a 4 yesterday, and they swept her. Oh, ew. Might be an April Fool's baby. I didn't go through that whole labor thing. Got unzipped and zipped back up for both of them. So, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's not a whole lot of painting. Anybody can do it. It's not painting per se. It really isn't like we're not following it's all free done stuff. It's really, really fun. Really cool. That's May. So I just thought it was fun that we had already set up some stuff for May. And it is you made a spirit doll. It was so much fun. Oh, that is a really cool one, April. I'd like to find something else. I would like to find something else to do for May to round out that 4th class. I'd really like to be able to round out the 4th class with an art. Maybe we'll do, maybe that's when we'll do fairy houses. Fairy houses. Maybe we'll do fairy houses that month. It'll be Art May, right? Magical May. Magical May. How do we stimulate magic within ourselves? We create flow with our chakra systems, and we bring it in. Right? Okay, I will pull a card, I swear. Okay. Oh, I have a sticker on my coffee cup. I am the worst about going into Home Goods. I love their coffee cups. They're so cute. They have a lot of spiritual coffee cups, right? This one is Namaste Home with my dog. Yes, I'd love to see mandala painting. We could do that. I could put out a mandala that everybody can print off, right? Okay. I get irritated if somebody keeps posting the same stuff over and again. more than anything else. So, okay. A jewelry class. Here's the thing. I don't know where I'm going to be in May. I don't know. I'm probably going to be here. I'll probably be here. Sam's going to be in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we'll eventually transition over to Santa Fe, New Mexico over a little bit of period of time. Home Good rocks. I love Home Goods. You have a book of mandalas because that's a lot of fun, right? Coloring. I know, Chris. I'm just watching. I know. I'm watching. That's what I was like. I get really irritated. Okay, so let's pull our card for the day, you guys. Let's do that. If everybody could share one time, that'd be great. You know what? Let me see. As it happens, I have a timer in my drawer. Everybody that shares can get into the giveaway that I'm going to do this morning. I'm doing a giveaway this morning. So you love painting happy rocks and leave them for people to find. Isn't that a lot of fun? It's like little geocaching kind of thing. I'm going to do a giveaway this morning. I know I have something in my desk, but I don't know what I have in my desk. So I'm going to give you guys some time to share. I know it's a point of some sort. I know we're getting closer to the West Coast. Right? Okay. So I have the timer in my desk. I know, giveaway day, right? We're going to do a giveaway today. Let me see what I have in my little mat. That's the timer. In my little magical desk here. Okay. Oh, okay. So I have something really beautiful in blue. I have something really beautiful and blue, and we're going to do a giveaway. It is not the stuff that I showed last night. And as a matter of fact, we're not doing the crystal sale tonight because Sam's not afraid we're not going to have enough time to get everything out before we leave on Sunday. We're going to go visit up in Ohio before we head out west. So actually, I'm not heading out west right away. I'm heading to Detroit, Tampa, Savannah, Tampa, Detroit, Oklahoma, before anything else. So, okay. So if you're on the group, if you're on Late Bloomers, Healers, and Intuitives, it's fine. Just make sure that when you pick a number for the giveaway, that you put your name behind it. Make sure you put your name behind it. I'm not seeing some Facebook users. I just see Facebook users. Okay. So if you look up to the left and you see Late Bloomers, Healers, and Intuitives, just make sure you put your name behind what number you guess. Let's pull a card. I'm going to get my haircut today. I meant to do it the other day, but I was like 15 minutes. I'm not waiting that long. You shared, it's not showing. That's make sure you share publicly. That's all. We're out west. We're going to Santa Fe. We will be in Santa Fe. Cool spiritual area, right? Cool spiritual area. I love New Mexico. I do love New Mexico. We lived in Grants for a couple years. I love New Mexico. Gallup's cool. I like the accessibility to get turquoise and be it by the gem shows and stuff like that. So how cool is that? Rio Grande silver is right there. I can get silver anytime I want. I will definitely be getting back into making jewelry, I'm sure, because I'll have more help with the crystal work of this. But it's just, finding a place, and I worry about my horses. And I got to find some place for my horses. So this is the card that fell, y'all. This is the card that fell. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is also the other card that fell. I haven't looked at it yet either, but this is the Violet Flame. This is Saint Germain, right? Who works for Saint Germain? Give me a whoop whoop if you work with Saint Germain. He was somebody that popped into my journey. I had no idea who he was, and boy, has he changed my life, right? That's so cool. Thank you. He's like, take them to Allie. No, I want them with me. I've not had my horses with me for 6 years. I want them with me. Saint Germain, as I said, he changed my life. He says, actually you changed your own life by allowing energies to come in. We all understand that, right? We can have a million things dropped on us like a ton of bricks, but unless we are accepting of it and allowing energies to come in and help us move forward and change, we're going to stay in the same damn spot. Same damn spot. I did a whole day yesterday of soul tapping. And it's a violet flame healing session that I do within the Akashic Halls within shamanism. And when I'm working in the violet flame, you guys, it is all about transmutation. But if somebody is not going to learn to change, if they're going to stay stuck in the same tracks that they've always been stuck in, they're going to redo the same shit life after life. I don't care how enlightened somebody says they feel they are. If you are not allowing change to come in and you're just taking information in and you're not creating the change that goes with it, you're always going to repeat. It's the sad truth, and a lot of people don't like to hear it, but if you don't change, if you don't allow the change to come in and create new experiences, or you know what doesn't work for you and you create that, let's create a new environment for myself or a new experience for myself or a new education for myself, then we're always going to revolve in the same place. So you have to let the violet flame come in and create the change with you and transmute shit, right? Who feels like they have a pattern that they've never changed? They're like, I've got a pattern. I've had patterns, and I probably still do, that I'm working on it every day in every way, right? That I've been stuck in for my whole life. Eating is one of them, right? Eating. A lot of us have an eating pattern that we would like to break. Hello, fun peoples. Good morning, Ellie Coyle. But when we have change come in, a lot of times we push back. We push back because it's easier to stay in what we know, right? Or what somebody else has told us is our reality. Violet flame. And Saint Germain specifically says, it's not me that creates the change. It's you allowing change to come in and creating it within your own energetic field because you've allowed it to come in. You could have the violet flame dropped on you every day like la, 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 and nothing happens. Is it because Saint Germain doesn't love you? I would love to know the answer to that. Is it because Saint Germain doesn't love you that there's no change? Absolutely not, right? Okay. We all have patterns. We do. We absolutely do. Oh, I have one I'm working on. La, 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 la. Okay. You went to the country concert the first time. Country's not the same anymore. I was listening to Five Finger Death Punch the other day, right? Do I look like a Five Finger Death Punch kind of girl? Actually, I like really like rough, hard rock metal. Every once in a while, only when I'm exercising. But I was listening to it because I had a really good video, right? And I was like, wow, that sounds like country. Sam says they are on the charts for country. I'm like, you are kidding me. Johnny Cash is rolling. Okay. Johnny Cash is rolling. So it's funny. I shared a video of Johnny Cash this morning and I got teared up. Willie is the best, right? I got teared up this morning watching Johnny and June, and she got on stage and she was talking about, you ain't seen me for a while, I've been busy. And she was talking about Johnny Jr. and she'd had a baby, right? And Johnny Jr. And it's so cool. Boy, did they have a love. She loved that man, right? She loved that man. She really did. She sucked as a cook, but she loved that man. She boiled all his food. It was horrible. It was horrible. You would think she would have been a great Southern cook, right? Jen Carter Cash. You thought she'd been great. She probably was, but she was trying to keep him healthy. Sweetest couple you ever meet. Okay. Metallica. Renee Shellum. You're a closet Metallica girl? That shocked me right there. That's awesome. Have you all seen Post Malone's cover of Something Country? I have a hard time watching Post Malone. I don't, if he rolls across, I don't know why I get anxiety about him having tattoos on his face. Something I need to break, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, it was Lone Star. You went and saw Lone Star. Really? How cool is that, Donna? Okay, so that was the one card that fell, you guys. Let's identify some patterns we want to change, because that's the first part of it, right? We have to see the pattern to change the pattern, right? I know he's talented. I know he's talented. It's nothing. I don't listen to a lot of music, and I don't watch television. This quiet that's right here, this is my world. This is if I get too much stimulation, I didn't realize that before this whole spiritual thing. I didn't realize that's why I can't have the car radio on and drive. It bugs me. If Sam is if I'm in this room over here doing crystal stuff and Sam's in the whole other side of the house and he's got the TV on, I can hear it. It's too much. So I don't listen to a whole lot. Okay. So this is the other card that fell. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what it is yet. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh my gosh, no, seriously. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Is that not classic right there? We were just talking about Telos and Mount Shasta, right? Noise. I can't take a lot of, like, if there's something buzzing, a low hum buzz, like the refrigerator's buzzing. Just little things like right now, you guys can't hear it, but I can. I've extremely acute hearing. Like a bat has nothing on me. I can hear the speaker on the computer. It's not doing anything, but I can hear it. Like, I can hear it. I'm trying to speak this. So we were just talking about Mount Shasta, right? Mount Shasta, we were just talking about Telos and Mount Shasta and doing a guided meditation to Mount Shasta. That is our validation, right? Let's do that guided meditation to Mount Shasta. So it will be in I've already taped the one to April. So this will be the May guided meditation. I know this is the first time I've used this. This is the first, this is the first I've used this deck. So it came to me as a gift. Good morning, Fran. Hypersensitive empath. It's just too much stimulation, right? You just get things coming. Like if someone's talking and television's on, Sam, I will get a glaze. And be like, okay, wait, never mind. I'll shut the TV down for a second. It's just too hard. It's too hard. And if there's way too much too long, I get a sense of panic. And I've always been that way. And I just, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know until we start to step off and we learn all these new things, right? We learn all these new things. Okay. So do you feel your acute hearing is what keeps you in tune to your spiritual guide? I feel it works for empathing. I don't. I think that I'm able to gauge whether or not I'm working psychically or mediumistically with it because I hear different tones when it goes that way. I've never really had a great explanation for my hearing my whole life. Like everybody around me, my family, anybody that worked in any of our salons they could be 3,500 square foot away and having a conversation. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. And I could just hear it. I could hear it. And they'd be like, how the hell, blow dryers going, the whole 9 yards. But I don't know if it is almost like it's because honestly, it feels like almost like a remote hearing is what it feels like. I can place myself there if it's within a distance and actually hear it. It drives my kids nuts. They'd be in the barn working and I'd be in the house and I'd reach out the door and I'd say something and it'd be like, watching TV's become too heavy. Yeah, I have to watch something funny. We watch something funny. I'm hearing music, but when I'm trying to sleep, I can hear everything. Now, I have had moments, mostly, I've had them recently as well, but when I first started on my spiritual journey and I first started with shamanism, I was taking classes from this one woman and I really freaked out because I was not prepared for this, right? I had no idea that this was this expansive, right? I was sitting in my living room. Nobody else is home. Ellie! You need to deal with me or speak to me after my live, because that's two different things, Ellie. It's how you coming at me, girl. I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay. I was sitting in my living room. I was all alone. I was in the big farmhouse in Ohio, and I started to hear drumming. Now, mind you, our house is directly on the trail that went through the Black Swamp through Ohio. And the Black Swamp was then filled in by the Army Corps of Engineers, 100 years ago, and big trenches were put in and all that. But we're right on the path that went through that the Native Americans always took and camped through to get through the Black Swamp. So I'm sitting in my living room and I'm all alone, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Obviously, it was obviously drums. Obviously drums. I even got up. I walked around my house and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? And so finally, because I was totally newbie, right? Finally, I went, okay, let's meditate to it. So I sat down and had the most profound meditation about white buffalo calf woman. And it was just amazing. So if you ever have anything like that happen where you're having these mystery sounds, sit down and meditate to it if that's what you're called to do. Because I was just sitting there thinking, what am I hearing? What am I hearing? Because it was physical. I heard it. It wasn't inside. It was outside. So it was just really, really interesting. I've had that happen like 6 months ago as well. These cards are difficult. Oh no, and they fly all over. Okay, let's move on. My husband is extra sensitive around electrical things, but it started after he changed power boxes. He can hear and feel it. Absolutely. Can anybody else hear the electrical box? Anybody else hear the electrical box in their home? Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. I hear spirits talk like you and all the time. I always like having the radio on. See, I don't hear, I hear them internally. I hear them internally. I don't hear them externally. I said I have selective healing. Me too. No, I hear music that is played on the car radio when it is turned off. I will sing the song, realize the radio is turned off, turn it on the right place in the song. Wow. Right? That'll trip out your friends and family. Like, what the hell's wrong with her? Okay, so I do have the Salem, Massachusetts Halloween schedule hammered out, you guys. I am going to I said I was going to post it, but there was a reason I didn't post the schedule yesterday. And now that I know why it happened last night, I went, oh, I see. I had a huge mistake on the schedule, and it was pointed out to me last night. So you have to unplug appliances. Isn't it amazing when you get to sit and talk to people and you're like, holy crap, it's not just me? Lamp posts, that is, what is that called? Electromancy or something along that? Nicole Magnus is like electromancy. I know. And when it really hit me, the realization really hit me, I had to stop doing it. And now I don't have as many problems. If I'm doing something online and I have a problem and I get upset about it, have a good day, Isis, get some sleep. And I get upset about it, my computer will shut down. Like everything will go wrong on my computer. And it's a huge problem, right? Especially when you're online, you're trying to get online. So it is a thing. A lot of people that are intuitive will find that if they can short shit out. Absolutely. So I can't remember what it's called. There's a specific name for it, but it pisses you off is what it does. Here's what happens, right? So you get on, you have a problem, and then shit starts going sideways, and then you get more angry, and then more stuff goes sideways, and then all of a sudden your screens all freeze up, and you're like, maybe it's time to go outside and ground. Maybe I need to go rake some leaves. Something, right? Right? I have a bunch of electrical draw due to my indoor growing. I used to sleep above the lights, and now that I moved the other bed, I sleep better. Yeah. Electric affects us. So we're doing a giveaway, right? We're going to do a giveaway. Your significant other has that. We're giving away, and I know the lighting in here sucks. Let me see if I can move my coffee because I will inevitably spill it. This is a piece of really high quality. Come on, catch up, camera. Oh, it's trying to see my face. That's why. High quality sodalite. It's not that speckled stuff. This is high quality sodalite. Really beautiful piece. High quality point. Okay, this is what we're giving away today. We're going to give away today. And that actually had a sticker on it, so it's not as quite as shiny as it should be. But we are giving away today. We're going to do that. So you have make sure you share, you guys. Make sure I hate it when my computer goes down. Oh gosh, I actually went and bought a new computer because I'm like, it's got to be the computer, right? I need to dump a lot of stuff off my laptop to go travel because you can only imagine how many videos we have. I'm going to start putting some of our old class videos onto YouTube. So you guys can see what we're doing on the membership because we are what? What are we, guys? What are we? We are fun people. So we do have an extensive calendar for Salem. It is going to be so much fun. I just extended the rooms. I had people asking me to book the rooms already, and I hadn't put the information out there yet. So I extended the amount of rooms that we have, and I actually extended the meeting room till the next morning because all of the things that we have planned to do, we're going to have up to 4 private readers be able to come in. We already have one scheduled, and I am being selective about if anybody is interested in being a reader in Salem, Massachusetts, you can message me. You can message me, and I will talk to you about being a reader at the Salem, Massachusetts event that we have coming up. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, but we have a huge, huge surprise coming up with that I will be able to announce next week. Any openings still for Salem? Yes, there are. I extended the rooms by 10. So right now we already have a couple of them already booked, but I haven't even announced yet. Really, I have people messaging me like, where's the hotel so I can get a room. We are not staying directly in Salem because of the craziness, right? One day of craziness in Salem is going to be plenty. Make sure you wear your walking shoes. It's not a huge place, but there's going to be a lot of people. We have a costume contest that we're going to do. So make sure you start, girls and guys here. We're talking cosplay kind of stuff here, right? I'm already planning mine. I have a really, really great Halloween costume, but I've lost weight since I made it. And I'm like, damn, I think I can alter it, but it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a great excuse for us to be able to dress up and go walk around with a bunch of other people that are having fun and doing the exact same thing, right? So we will we'll leave at noon on Sunday to go to Salem and spend the afternoon in Salem. But all day Saturday and the morning of Sunday, we have giveaways. We have several mediumship galleries going on. We're just going to be funneling mediumship galleries. We're going to have a couple readers off to the side. We're going to have crystal sales. And then the next morning, we're going to have some discussions. We have actually a couple different discussions that are going to go on. And we just have stuff that we are going to be gathering, having a great time, right? We're going to be gathering. Hi, Ashton. Welcome. Everybody give Ashton a welcome. She's first. No time here. Whoop, whoop. So we have a lot of stuff that's going on. I will be posting this. It's going to be in the newsletter. I've got to get on my other people that need to give me some validation so that I need to put it in the newsletter. It may not make it in the newsletter. Dang it. That's okay. Thank you, Donna. I need a haircut. Some kind of bad. Okay. It's the Qigong. I'm telling you, I haven't lost any weight, really. It's the Qigong. And I was halfway through my, because I do about 30 minutes every other day of Qigong. And this morning I get disrupted and I went, oh, Spirit's telling me I only do half of it. In total, in the last 2 years, I've probably lost 50 pounds. But other than that, I just haven't lately. Let's talk about the hard shit, you guys. There's just like a plateau. I'm working on it and I can't get past it. I'm like doing the intermittent fasting, eating very few carbs, and I'm going, this is some bullshit. This meat suit is bullshit. Nope, I'm very happy every day in every way that it's so healthy. So healthy. I signed up for a healthy life this time. This time. Right? So who's had that violet flame soul tapping? Right? I've not. I raised my hand, but I've not had it. I think I'm going to select somebody this year that I feel is really on point with Saint Germain and healing, and that the vibe is right, and I'll teach them how to do it so I can get it done. I don't know of anybody else that does this. I don't know if anybody else knows if anybody that does any works shamanically within the Akashic calls and with Saint Germain and Metatron. I would love to have this done. Right? But it's something that I feel like I'm just going to have to pass down. It was shown to me by Saint Germain and Metatron. I don't even know why. No, do it to me. Do it to me. They're available right now. I don't even know how many, if I have any appointments open for next Tuesday. I'm prepping for heading to Savannah next month, right? We're going to Savannah. Dada. We're going to be in Savannah. Just having a good time. It is an amazing healing process. It is an amazing healing process. So there's like levels of this. I do the Akashic, which is the happy, fluffy, I'm going to tell you about the past lives. What in the world? I'm going to tell you about the past lives with an Akashic. You can tell I'm getting a push for something. I don't even know what the heck we're talking about here. And then there is the soul tapping. The soul tapping is where I tell you what the healing process I went through with in the shamanic soul retrieval for past lives, for fragments, bringing them back. Right, Sunny? 3 weeks. Yes, Diana changed her soul next Tuesday. And then there is the soul awakening, the Akashic soul awakening, where I walk you through trance and actually step you down into trance, meet you there. How cool is that, right? Where we actually meet up within trance and you're totally aware of me being in your trance. And then we walk up, we meet Michael, we meet Metatron, and we meet Saint Germain. And then we go into your halls and you get to communicate with all of your fragments that I bring back. And you remember it all on the other side. That is the deepest, most profound healing. And once again, just something that was handed to me, and they're going to take it to another level. And I know that they're just telling me that. And I don't do them very often just because it's so much energy. At that time, I only do them once a week when I do offer them. So it's really, oh, look, we have a troll. There we go. Troll gone. I love that new button. That's so cool. So that particular healing session was handed to me by Saint Germain and Metatron about 8 months ago. Yeah, it's really, really deep. It takes about 2 hours to do. And when you come out on the other side, you remember everything. And I think and this isn't me trying to sell it because I'm not offering it right now, right? I just am truly amazed by the depth of healing that comes with it. And it's done within the theta brainwave. So it's a form of hypnosis and hypnotic trance, but it's the same brainwave also used in shamanism. So I'm actually stepping you into a journey and meeting you there. So it's really cool. And I think that there's so many deep revelations that can be had about some of the patterns that we have within our current life. Look at this hair. Wait. Sit down. That we have. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. Okay. It's just going to stick up no matter what I do. So when I do offer it again, it'll be after I come back from Savannah, after we come back from Michigan, Ohio area. The Kremlins have nothing on me. And I will offer a couple sessions of that because it's just too profound for me to try and do as I'm traveling and stuff like that. I have to be in the zone, man, in the zone. Anyhow, there we go. Let's pull another card. Let's do that because then I'm going to go get a haircut, and then we're going to do this giveaway. We're going to do this giveaway, right? This deck has been on point this morning. I've had the soul tapping. Thank you. Got to try the awakening. The awakening is amazing. As with the soul tapping as well, one of the things I recommend is coming in with Kleenex. I forgot to tell people that yesterday when they were booking their appointment, and I kept going, okay, go get Kleenex. Just go get some Kleenex. Because when you're learning about these fragments, right? Hi, Donna Fitzgerald. When you're learning about these fragments that you have lost, or maybe feel the association of how you're affected in this lifetime by something that might have happened in another lifetime, say maybe in the past lifetime you drowned, and in this lifetime you have a terrible fear of water. So, I mean, we do have these associations that go from lifetime to lifetime, right? Okay. I've been shuffling these cards for a couple days now. I like to make sure they're good and shuffled, but this is such a hard deck to shuffle. I should send a deck of these to my oldest, because his hands, he has like big baseball mitt hands, right? And he has these little tiny decks of cards. I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Okay. All right. And here's our card. Beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. Look at that Metatron's cube there, you guys. Look at that Merkaba, right? Look at that Merkaba. I want to talk about this, right? This is, okay, I understand. Thank you. They're saying, as much as sometimes we would love to shout from the rooftops, here's, if you met me on the street, you would not know what I do. You would have, yes, I have tiny hands compared to Richard. Yeah. You have tiny hands. If you met me in the street, you wouldn't know what I do. When I first started this, I felt like I felt like I needed to shout it from mountaintops, right? I talked to spirit. It was so cool. It always is so cool. It doesn't lessen over time. What is the name of this deck? This is the Beyond Lemuria deck. Courtesy of Nancy Billiard. She sent them to me. And I would, and I was like, this is so cool. It is so cool. That never lessens, does it? The awe of being able to communicate with spirit and be able to talk to our guides and our angels and all of that doesn't lessen. But the grace with which we handle it, I think, expands as we go forward on our journey. Good morning, Tanya Lee. The grace with which we go forward with that is important, because there's a lot of people that are not ready to hear some of the things that we do, right? It is not our job. It is not our job to preach. Express your truth. You can express your truth by not as well, by just being you and emanating an excellent energy and engaging with people that want to have a discussion with you, but you don't have to preach about what we do. You don't have to preach this. It is beautiful in its own right. We don't have to push this like propaganda, right? Pay attention. Not you guys, the camera right here. So what this card to me is saying, right? And it may say something different to you. I have an angel behind me. You guys, thank you. I have an angel or a fairy hanging out in this room with me that, first of all, it absolutely has to do with Metatron. Whenever we start talking about Metatron, yes, there is no preaching to this, because you know what happens if we're preaching? We turn into something that we may not care for in some of the organized religions where they want to push things. It's not our job to push things. It is not our job to make sure somebody else is aware of what we do. Honestly, it isn't. Our work is internal, isn't it? So if you feel like you want to speak your truth and you're in front of somebody that wants to have that discussion with you, go away, have it. You will always find that on your journey, on your spiritual journey, people will be dropped in front of your path that need to be there. And you will run across more spiritual people on our spirituality track, because you're what you're putting into the universe as love, light. I'm working on myself is going to attract people that are full of love, life, and working on themselves, right? So just go into this with grace. Drop anything. She has a light next to her. It really is. It's just an amazing. This room is full of wonderful energy. So go into your spiritual journey with grace, and keep in mind that this journey is for you, right? This is our internal growth. Do we want to spread the word? Oh my gosh, we do. But we want to do it with people that are willing to listen, because they might have come forward to you. I have totally been standing in a store, right? Your relationship with a soul tribe is the best gift. It is. And it expands. The more we work, the more we expand our energy, the more people are drawn to us, right? Not just us, but to everybody's journey. I've been standing in stores and have somebody walk up. I say nothing. Nobody knows what I do. I don't run around yelling it anymore. I used to feel like I needed to, because it was so cool, right? Before I realized that I needed to do more work, and that was my ego. But I've been standing in stores and someone will walk up and go, "You're a healer, right?" Because they can feel the energy. Now, that's a good day. If I am in like this love everybody mood, it just rolls off me. Now, you can go the other way with this as well. When I'm in a bad mood, people go take a wide berth because they know I'm in a bad mood. You can feel it. But when you're working and doing on yourself, and you are getting those lessons in and you feeling great and your energy's feeling great, it shines off of you. Ever know you walk and notice when you're having a really great day and you just walk around smiling, more people smile? Same thing goes with your energy. Day you're working on yourself, your energy is fabulous, right? You're walking around, you're just shining like a freaking disco ball. People can't help it. They're either going to come up and talk to you and be like, "Hey, how are you?" Or they're going to be like, "Let me tell you all my problems," because we attract that kind of thing as well, right? Because people know that you are a guiding light or did you see that, guys? Did you catch that one? Who caught that? There's no bugs in my room. I have no flies in my room. I hear them if they're in here, and there's no fly. There's nothing. So be the shining light. You don't have to yell it from the rooftops. All you have to do is do your work, right? Do your work, and it shows. It's just amazing. No narcissist zones. Absolutely. No narcissist zones. It's been there. Yeah, I don't have a fan. There's no fan on. It's not dust. My ceiling fan's off. My door is closed. There's no heater on, nothing. It's just kind of a thing. I don't know. It's very, yeah, they took a break for a couple weeks and now they're back again. And somebody yesterday, I was doing a reading and she's like, "Did you see that?" And it was just like a feather floating. Yeah. I have work to do. We all have work to do though, Diana. We all have work to do. We will have work to do until the day we die. Until we go back onto the other side and we rejuvenate again. It's all good. It's part of the process. Makes it engaging and fun. It's so fun. So let's pull, you know what? We're going to pull one more card and then we're going to do the giveaway. And then I'm going to go get a haircut because that seems important to me today. I need to do that. And then your coworkers tell you all the time, I'm the person trying to be positive in the hospital. You got to be a light somewhere, right? Right? This is my meditation room and my Qigong room. So I'm always stirring up energy in here. Always stirring up energy. Ooh, that card? Okay. Easy there, big guy. Okay. Shit. Can't make this shit up, right? Oh yeah, Zenny, my face. Oh yeah, no, there's just it's all over my face. If I'm upset, I can't. This face doesn't hide it as well. Yeah, same. So, have we seen this card before today? Why, yes, we have. So, allow the change, right? Allow the change. Because they can drop the violet flame on you all day long, but unless you allow the change to happen, synchronicities, right? This was the first card we pulled today. It was the first volunteer. It was the first volunteer out of the card deck this morning. The first card to be pulled out of this deck. and the last today. Like the deck. I'm going to have to make sure I mark it that it's mine, not Sam's. Okay. I'll have to put it in a different spot, right? Okay. So make sure you guys have shared. Allow the change. Yeah. Be the change. Allow the change. Rise up. Rise up to the challenge of change, right? Rise up to the challenge of change. I needed you guys this morning. You guys don't realize how much I needed you. See, sometimes you guys probably believe I get on for you. A lot of times it's for me. And this morning I was having a rough morning. I actually, I was having a rough morning. Moving to me sounds like such a pain in the ass. And finding all new things, right? All new people, all new, and I love it. I do love finding and meeting new people, but I kind of almost had a breakdown this morning going, I'm already looking for houses. You know how freaking expensive Santa Fe is? It hurts my feelings a lot. I know, I'm going to write that down. Rise up to the challenge of change. I like that. We should make that a motto. You have 30 days to leave this house and landlord is selling it. It's stressful, right? It's so stressful. But we're going to be in Santa Fe, which is really awesome. So I'm going to write a number. Look at me. I'm like, I'm just going to write a number. All right. Where do I write a number? I got to write a number someplace. For the love of sticky pads. Oh, there's a sticky pad. Why? Husband's job. Yep. He's going out to work out in New Mexico. You couldn't even get out of your bed today. I kind of was like, it was kind of like yeah, that morning. I get it, Nicole. I get it. You know, it is just a thing, right? Some days we just be like, why get out of bed? I don't understand. Okay, I have written a number here. On here, there's a little, bring my sombrero. I love New Mexico. I really, really do. Okay, guys, don't forget, here are the rules. Let me change this. The rules are, you will have 2 minutes. You will have only one number. Only pick one number unless somebody else has already picked that number. If that case, then you may pick another number, right? I'm going to give you a wide number range just so that we don't have a whole lot of that problems. What we're giving away is a beautiful sodalite point. I wish it would show better because it's really pretty. The winner is responsible for shipping. The shipping must be paid within 24 hours or you forfeit. Only because we're leaving. We leave to go to Michigan here in the next couple days. So this is a sodalite point. This is what we're giving away. You must have shared to be in the drawing. I understand sometimes it doesn't say that you're shared. Okay, so you will have 2 minutes. I will only take numbers between the stop and the start. If it is outside of that range on my feed is the one that makes because I have a collective feed. So the person either gets closest to it without going over or guesses immediately on the correct number first on my feed is the one that wins, right? So with that, you all, I'm going to give you a 2-minute time frame and I'm going to say start now. And the number is between 1 and 100. Between 1 and 100. Welcome, Jordan. Welcome, Jordan. Between 1 and 100. Guess a number between a 1 and 100. And you may win this little light point this morning because I felt like, doing something, giving something away. The winner pays for the shipping on it, of course, which is not going to be very, very much at all. Between 1 and 100, and make sure you have shared. The feed is just exploding over here, by the way. First person that gets ready. I know it's like a feeding frenzy. The first person that guesses on the number or closest without going over will win. And you only have 2 minutes. Right now we are at, well, since it didn't start, we're going to call it, I'm going to give it 30 more seconds and then I'm going to hit the best laid plans, all that stuff. Okay. We have a minute left. Hello from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Beautiful place. Jordan's going to Savannah? Awesome. Awesome. So first number between 1 and 100. 1 and 100, you guys. The closest without going over, or the one that gets it exactly on, right? Right? Only pick one number, you guys. Only pick one number unless somebody else has already picked the number. So let's see where we at. We have 20 seconds left, and I only take numbers between the stop and start. So make sure that you are within that time frame. Okay, and your husband guesses 22. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. There we go. Okay, let's see where we're at here, you guys. I know where we're at already. I've already seen it, so I am going to go back and double check. I believe I know where I'm at. Double check the number just so that I'm certain. Okay. Shit. I'm super sorry. I can only take numbers between the stop and the start, right? I can only take numbers between the stop and the start that I have typed on the screen. So with that being said, somebody came in directly after the stop with the correct number, but it's outside of the rules on that. So I have to stick by the rules. I'm so sorry. The winning number is 37. So Cindy Verrell was just outside of that. So I can't take the number, but the number closest without going over then is Tanya Lee. It's so fun playing with intuitives, isn't it? Tanya Lee is the winner of the Soda Light Point. I have to let me do this. Gosh, this is so fun. I have this new thing on Restream that all I have to do is click. Yeah, there's lag. That's why I give 2 minutes so that everybody can just get their number in there real quick. That I can click and they just get blocked off my Restream. They can't even give it to Cindy. Are you sure, Tanya? You sure? Yeah, Linda Champagne, you missed it by 1. I saw you went 1 over. I'm like, Cindy Verrell, she's saying, give it to you if you want it. You did guess it on the dot. So we're going to give it to Cindy Verrell. Cindy Verrell, give me a confirmation on that. Yay, Cindy Verrell. You did. You came in. I mean, like I hit stop and like 2 seconds later, your number come through. So thank you so much, Tanya Lee. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. I try to keep it to the rules, you guys, just because, but when we have somebody gracious like that, that's amazing. Okay. Cindy Verrell, I'll send you it should be like $4 postage meter it, $4.50 to ship it. You like my postage meter? Yeah. Okay. We have wonderful people on here, right? We have wonderful, wonderful people on here. Okay. So with that, you guys, I am going to head to town. I've got some stuff. I put the number in, but forgot to hit enter. It does happen, right? It does happen. I've done it. I'm going to make sure I'll get you a bill this afternoon for that, Cindy. The feed said stop before you counted down. Yeah, it's a lag. There's huge lag. So I will make sure I write that down. I have some things to do today, but I'm going to go take some me time this morning. And I'm going to take some me time. Yeah. So who lives out west? You know how far I have to drive to get to Salem? Long ways. All right, everybody. Have a great afternoon. It is Wednesday. I have absolutely nothing on my books this evening. So 7 o'clock Central Time, I will be online. 7 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to spend the evening doing readings. If anybody's interested, I think I'm probably going to do either Akashic or Animal Totems. I'm going to go get my hair did. Akashic or Animal Totems. I'm going to get my ears lowered. That's what my dad called it. Get my ears lowered. And I'll be on at 7. There will be no crystal sale tonight because Sam's afraid. You're in Oregon City. Where's Oregon City? I'm assuming that's closer up. Hi everybody. I'm sorry. We have like a bunch of people coming on new and we're done. You guys missed the giveaway. I'll be back on tonight at 7 p.m. Make sure you like and follow My Mystical Life, and we're going to talk about the new promo we have coming up for people that are members already. So I will talk about that tonight. I will have that set up. Oh, your family lives in Salem. Awesome, Jordan. Awesome. Salem's going to be so much fun. I know that I already know Salem's crazy at Halloween. I already know it is. And it just happened that this was the time we could get in. And we're going to do mediumship and all sorts of fun stuff the day before, and costume contests for Salem and stuff. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up for the Salem around Halloween. I've got a surprise I can't tell you about, which makes it really difficult. Right? Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful afternoon. Find a reason to change. Find a reason to bring in that change and allow change to happen for you, right? Because that's what it is. We have it dropped in front of us all the time, but do we allow change to actually be a thing, or do we just keep going because we're comfortable? Right? Okay. So I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to go get my hair cut. All right. Bye, guys.